It's loading. Okay, I think I'm live now. Day Tripper. I'm sure you've heard this iconic riff. Day Tripper. Today I will be focusing on the riff just to sort of get through how to play it. So the riff of Day Tripper, those of you who supported me on Buy Me a Coffee received access to it the previous week, and also to the guitar profiles, where you can also play along to the guitar profiles, which is a very helpful way to learn stuff. That's how I learned a lot of things. The other thing, Renton will join us later to show a bit of Comfortably Numb, but yeah, I'll just give you some tips. But yeah, he'll explain more later. Day Tripper. The most important thing to do for this song is to remember to play with alternate picking. So that's roughly the tempo of the song, and we play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A constant strumming hand motion is crucial. And I hope that this video is also helpful to one of my students, I'm not gonna call names, who is also part of the guitar family. And I hope that this helps with their practice. So down, up, 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 down, up. Let's actually put a little bit of a metronome to get that motion down. Let's put the metronome at 130. And we're just gonna mute with our left hand, so just press on the strings a little bit, press on them lightly, and go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a lot of times on which we actually skip to play something on the down and ups, but our hand is still moving with this motion. So even try this motion just on top of your strings, like this, without making any sound. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Right? You see how my hand is moving constantly? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Actually, let me talk about pickups, because this song has a very typical twangy sound, right? So it's very right? It's not very it's more like right? More in your face. So it's the bridge pickup. So basically, move your pickup selector to select your bridge pickup. If you have single coils, perfect. If you don't have single coils, oh well. And make sure your tone knob is on full. And if you have split coil splitting, then feel free to split that. It will sound even more twangy. If you're playing it on an acoustic guitar, especially if it's a nylon string guitar, the way to achieve a twangier sound is to move your hand closer to the bridge. So, you know, here, even if I select this pickup, right, it's a twangier sound as opposed to here. Right? So feel free to have your hand right here at the bridge. Or from your amp, if you're using an electric guitar and you're still not getting the sound, I mean, you would do with your hand right here, but if it's not comfortable, you can also turn down the bass a little bit, turn up the treble, just fiddle around with your settings to find the right sound, basically. That's my tip for that, because yeah, it's very iconic as a sound as well. The other thing is in the tab that you will see, and as in between the tab, So on top of the tab and under the notation, you will see the symbols, one of which is like this. It means to strum down, so have a downstroke, and one which is like this, like a V, which means an upstroke. So down and up, right? These basically follow this exact hand motion, but they might be useful for you to look at as well while you're learning this. So we have open 6th string, then 3rd and 4th fret with an up, down. And so we have down, up, down, down, up, down, open, 3, 4, open, 3, 4. And then we have the 2nd fret on the 5th string with an up, and the 2nd fret on the 4th string with a down, and then an up on the open 4th string. So that's you can do it with one finger or with 2 different fingers, whatever is easier. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So down, up, down, up, down, up. Open, 3, 4, 2, open. Open, 3, 4, 2, 2, open. And again, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that's our first little phrase. And then what we have is we have the 2nd fret on the 5th string and the 4th fret on the 4th string, which is a down, up. So yeah, down, up, that's it. So far we have down, up, 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 down, up. Open, 3, 4, 2, 2, open, 2, 4. Open, 3, 4, 2, 2, open, 2, 4. Open, 3, 4, 2, 2, open, 2, 4. And then we have the last phrase, which is starting again with an up. So basically, one thing starts with a down, then with an up, and then the next thing starts with a down, and then the next with an up stroke with the strumming hand. So the last little bit is 2nd fret on the 5th string, up, then open 4th string, down, and then 2nd fret on the 4th string with an up. So it's up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, 2, open 2, 2, open 2, 2, open 2. So the last 2 phrases are 2, 4, 2, open 2, 2, 4, 2, open 2, 2, 4, 2, open 2. 2, 4, 2, open 2, down, up, up, down, up. So the whole phrase together is open, 3, 4, 2, 2, open, 2, 4, 2, open 2, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So yeah, this keeping of motion is helpful because then you are using just your hand movement to drive your rhythm, and because this riff is repeated so many times, you need to have the rhythm be consistent every time. And us as human beings, we're used to doing constant motions. However, what's more difficult is to constantly tell your brain, oh, now, do this tiny movement now with the pick and with your left hand, and to rely on that to be a conscious process. So relying on your just hand movement basically makes playing rhythms like that are consistent and that are repeated. It makes it more a muscle memory thing, and therefore it takes one thing off of your mind. So that's why it becomes easier and you're able to play it better for longer, express yourself better through playing it as well. Because of course, when we first learn something, we can't really express ourselves through it. We first learn exactly where to press and all that, right? But yeah, once you know it and you're more comfortable, which this constant hand motion will help you with, then you'll be able to express yourself through it and put in some emotion. So let's try it actually. I'll put the metronome on slowly a bit and we'll just do this riff. So I'll put the metronome on at 66. Let's go 66. Let's go even a little bit slower. So if you can keep up with that, then that's great. And if you can't, then come back to this another day. And I'll repeat it 2 times and then I'll move on to the next beat. But feel free to play it more with the metronome or just come back if you're rewatching the video and do it a few more times. Or with Guitar Pro, you can do it very easily, loop it on, and do it an infinite amount of times at whatever speed you want. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's do 72. 2, 3, 4. And at 80. 2, 3, 4. Excited there a little bit. Got a little louder. Okay, 88. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's do 96. 1, 2, 3, 4. 104. 1, 2, 3, 4. 112. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lastly at 132, which is slightly faster than the song. But that's why it will be easier with the song if you manage to do it at that speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do it again. Then the riff changes a bit, right? But it's basically the same thing, but on the next set of strings. Exactly the same thing. It's just transposed a perfect fourth up. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions about this. Renton will be joining us at some point if he remembers. But what I wanted to show you about the Comfortably Numb solo live in Pompeii, because we did a video already about with tips about Another Brick in the Wall, and basically it's very similar. He's still using the pentatonic, he's still using bends, vibrato, he's still using all these techniques. So these tips are the same. So if you haven't seen that live lesson, that's live lesson number 13. It is somewhere in the group, but also on YouTube, so I'll give you a link for that. Yeah, the other thing that he uses here at the live in Pompeii. Hi!
Hi!
And the live in Pompeii is pinch harmonics.
Ah, right. Are you talking about that now?
Yeah, there we go. So he's using pinch harmonics, which is basically where you hold your pick with very little showing, and you try to touch the string with your thumb, with this bit of your thumb. And then of course, if you do it at different points of the string, you'll get different harmonics. So yeah, it's the same way that natural harmonics work, but this is a different way of playing them with a pinch harmonic, which you can probably do it as an open string, but it's not very widely used. Anyway, but yeah, mostly. So feel free to go around to find the pitch harmonic you want to hear when you're improvising or whatever.
Yeah.
I made a note. Oh yes, unison bends is what he's also using. So he's using a lot of them on the first and second string, which is basically, for example, let's say we're in B minor. What
Double
often
stops.
is used, no, unison bends. What often is used is, we have the first finger here, if that's our pentatonic. We have our first finger here on this note, and then the little finger on the previous note, and we bend this note, or the third finger, it doesn't need to be the little finger, to the same note that our first finger is holding. So he's using some of those. What was it? Something like that he does at one point.
I'm going to go through this in more detail in a minute on my Twitch. You can follow Renton Harper, RentonHarper. That's me. I'm going on Twitch in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this solo as well in a bit more detail because I've been playing it for a long time.
Yeah, he's got it even on his YouTube channel, so he's got the cover.
Nelly did ask me to mention this. I'm not just shamelessly plugging this time.
Yeah, I thought Renton could show you better everything in little detail on his Twitch, because I only have 20 minutes for these live lessons, whereas he's streaming for 1 hour, so he can show you. Okay, yeah, roughly 1 hour. So he can show you in greater detail everything. But if you want me personally to show you, then let me know. I will take out some of the future, like 3 maybe live lessons. Yeah, it will just take me longer than 20 minutes. That's why I am reluctant to doing so. So I could do that in the following 3 lessons or something like that if you want. But yeah, do let me know if you want me personally to show it. But I think Renton will be able to show you very well in the 1 hour that he has to stream. Well, I think that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic... Okay. Bye, Renton.
I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, that's it for today. I hope that you have a fantastic day. And let me know if you have any questions. Message me, comment here, send a pigeon, whatever. Whatever is easiest. Bye!